Namaskar, Shubho Vijaya. His Excellency Mr. Saeed Shahid Raja, the chief guest and honorable ambassador of our Bangladesh, who has just left the embassy assembly to attend Qatar National Day celebration. Now in his place, our honorable SOC from our embassy of Bangladesh is with us in this event. Our valuable donors, our respectable guests, dear devotees, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all on this auspicious occasion of Vijaya Punarmilani 2009. As you know that this festival we do celebrate during the season of Sharat with the arrival of divine Devi Durga once in a year in autumn. This year, our celebration in December has been mingled with the Liberation Victory celebration on 16th December 1971. This event is immediately after Durga Puja to reinforce our relationships with our well-wishers, friends, learned personalities for the 5th year in Kuwait in an elaborate way as one of the biggest festivals of our community. It gives me an immense pleasure. It is my distinct honor, rare opportunity to welcome you all in this assembly to introduce on the essence of Vijaya in the present moment of the world. Vijaya means victory in terms of territory, prosperity, and morality. Territorial victory we do have now as we are staying in our own motherland with harmony irrespective of religion, caste, and creeds in the country. In respect of prosperity, our main darkness is poverty, in which almost half of our peoples are affected. We should be prompt and sweet, expert and skillful, active and integrated in all our accomplishment. Enthusiasm is the key of our victory in all undertakings. Human action and divine protections leads towards the victory all alone. As we are aware that worldwide climate summit is underway in Copenhagen, Denmark, with heads of states of almost 200 countries. It has been discussed and agreed that an average temperature have increased by 103 Fahrenheit in the first century. Day before yesterday, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mrs. Hasina Begum, has requested everyone concerned to keep control of temperature within 1.5 Fahrenheit in this century so that the level of water doesn't unexpectedly increase, which is the biggest threat to our country. She also placed in this conference that in this century itself, there is a trend of increasing water level 1.5 meter, due to which about 2 to 3 crores of people will be homeless in our country, and urge for the due compensation for that. These natural calamities with flood, drought are the main hindrance of our country for the poverty itself. Now we should talk about the victory on morality. When a person forgets as to who I am, he forgets his own real sense that marks the beginning of his living an immoral and unhealthy life. As a result of this, the entire human society suffers a moral downfall, and the society loses the very spirit of humanity, and hardly there will be anyone to dedicate the noble thoughts and deeds. In this way, when the life of everyone is confused and they can never come to know their individual duty towards themselves and to the society, and they lost their sense of discriminations as to what is right and what is wrong. As a result, selfishness instead of sacrifice, involvement in sense pleasure instead of self-renunciation, jealousy and hatred instead of cooperation and love, becomes the order of life of everyone. In order to develop and maintain sense of duty and responsibility apart from spirituality, a good ruler with positive impressions is a must in the country. Who should think his satisfactions will be only there when there will be the satisfaction and happiness with everyone in the country, including personal freedom. In such a stage, if such a stage is prevailing in the ruling, we, everyone, also have to conquer our mind, sense, and intellect to elevate ourselves in order to uplift the moral value so that we can live in a civilized society. We have to educate ourselves, we have to enlighten ourselves, we have to improve ourselves towards reinforcement of morality and spirituality to have the growth of our heritage, culture, and civilizations for us and for the generation to come. We should have an oath that the Vijaya should not only be a dream, but it should be a deed as well. Vijaya is a yoga. The impossible can be made possible through constant practice of yoga, which should be our motto now and onwards, to have the comfortable and civilized life. That's what are the basic concept of Vijaya, to attain victory with our consciousness in all our obligations. On this auspicious occasion, we avail the opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to the entire team of our Bangladesh Embassy officials who have always given us proper guidance, support, and cooperation in all our endeavors in the past, and we solicit the same level of assistance and adequate guidance in the future. May I take the opportunity to extend our deep sense of appreciation to all commercial establishments and individuals who have offered us this support to make this event a success. A special thanks goes to the management of Carmel School for offering this hall to us for our function in here. Finally, we thank one and all who has joined us here in this assembly to make Vijaya Festival a memorable event. Thanks to Almighty for giving us courage, strength to make this festival a success. We can therefore say that we are optimistic as the inspirations of the Vijaya can guide us to continue our fight and win in our battle against failure. No matter how much we say, what we say, how we say about the Mahima of the Vijaya, it is going to be inadequate, incomplete, and insufficient. With that in mind, let me conclude my talk, praying spiritual progress, mental peace, and high soul satisfactions for everyone here and hereafter. I wish a most fruitful day for everyone assembled here and asked to enjoy rest of the day with us in various Bangladeshi and subcontinental cultural programs. We are very grateful to our Honorable Ambassador and other embassy managements and staffs for honoring us, for taking their time off from their busy schedules to decorate this event of our Sanatanan cultural and Vedic heritage. Thank you all once again for your patience, for your cooperations and having attentions. Om Shanti, Om Shanti.